Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, March 14th, 2024, 6:30 a.m. And here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you change your life by teaching you how to currency trade using some simple but highly accurate proprietary trading indicators that we have. And the purpose of this session is to show you how easy they are to use and how well they work. We've got a dozen different trade signals. And the one I use, I'm going to show you the one I used. So with that, let's jump right in and see what we got this morning. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the things that makes us different is we train in multiple methods. One, we have videos for you to watch, but two, we do these live trade sessions where we have an experienced trader come online and walk you through what they do as a learning experience. And then we have personalized one-on-one training, so we focus in on teaching you. We found one-on-one is the most efficient, effective way to communicate. We go at your pace and are able to identify what you need to know and make sure you know it. I do 3 live trade sessions a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning, and then Monday afternoon at 3:30. Every afternoon, Monday through Thursday at around 4:15. I also send an overnight trade setup that you are welcome to copy. And I also include a little video so you can see how I figured it out. When you become a regular member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live session. Most evenings at 10 p.m. we do a live session. And then we also have sessions at 6 p.m. And again, one of the keys to becoming a good trader is that constant kind of sharpening of the knife. And we have training every Wednesday evening. We have training every Saturday morning, back to the basics, where we just continue to review various strategies, take questions if you're finding things aren't working the way you expect. So that constant training creates an accountability that helps you perform better. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused and that I don't miss anything. Good habit: restart your green charts every day, clears out the memory, and also provides collects any updates. Another good habit, not just in trading, but in life, is at the end of the day, take a little review as to what you accomplished that day and what you could have done better, specifically with trading, what trades didn't go the way we expected, last night on last night's overnight trade. We took a buy trade. It is currently it's currently out of the money. So let's take a look. So when I get up in the morning, if we expect that overnight trade to close in the middle of the night, I take a look at where we're at and make an adjustment. At this point, our hour chart, green line's going down. On the 4-hour chart, green line's going down. 8 hours going down. 12 hours going down, and the day chart's going down. So we're going down pretty much all across the board. On the 2-hour, this is actually a pretty good signal here. Everybody's going up, double cross, good steepness on the line. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. But we've got very weak down pressure with red line on top. So I am going to recommend here that you hedge. I already did it. So taking a hedge would be taking a sell trade for the exact same amount. And actually, you see, I missed it here. I didn't do it for the exact same amount. Taking a sell for the same amount of the trade. So we're going to lock our loss in. And then I would put I would go down another three pips and put in a pending trade. I took it as a market trade, but I would put it as a pending trade. So that locks in the loss. Now, the only other thing that there's kind of an issue with here on hedging, and we'll see that in a minute, is that we've got some news coming up on the USD. So if that news bothers you, hold off on hedging. I'm going to see if we can get this done beforehand. So I would hedge. So I take a sell for an equal amount of the buy, and then I put in a pending sell, say 4 pips below that, and I would put in the take profit for 22 pips. 22 pips, and then when this gets down to here, it'll close everything out. I'm not going to move my stop loss, but you'll be able to watch the net on this, and then just close it out when it gets to zero. Close it out when it gets to zero. So I would hedge that right now. As I said, we are technical traders. We trade based on the price action. Our indicators are very good at predicting what's going to happen. And however, news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. And I found the best place to get that is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks the news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact. Don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact. I don't worry about those, but you can. And red, which is high impact. Those are things I worry about, and I try to trade around. So here, this morning at 8:30 on the USD, we've got retail sales numbers. This news can cause the market to jump. So if you have an open trade, you could get stopped out. Since I can't predict what's going to happen here, I just try to avoid it. And usually I try to avoid it within 2 hours of this event. Now, I broke the rule because we're hedging because we've got an open trade. So the other option is I could just close out the trade at a loss right now and then wait this through and then take a new trade then. So I didn't do that. I decided that I wanted to hedge it, and I'll work around. I'll work around it. The strategy I'm going to use this morning is the 10-point trade signal. Basically, I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart, but you can take it off of any time frame. On a 1-hour chart, I like to be about 30 minutes into the chart for the indicators having a chance to form. On a 1-hour chart, trades are worth 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot is if I can grab 11 pips, that's a good trade. If it's under 11, I'm generally not interested. And on a 1-hour chart, I'm going to expect the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the strategy here is just basically to have all the lines from all three sections line up. If I have that happen, that's a high probability trade where I'm expecting the move to go in the direction I am. So if the move goes in the direction that it's predicted, I can make some money. I'm not quite as worried about the entry point. Here, I'm just worried about getting the direction right. If I get the direction right, I'll make some money. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got this morning. So we're going to trade off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of the standard charts. And it is a composite chart where it is showing me 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, they're all US based. So I can kind of quickly go through and see if I've got a good trade set up. So even though we're not going to trade the USD this morning, let's see if we see a good setup. I'm going to start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and the minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I am looking for situations where we are either oversold and the lines are going up, like you see here, and then you can see the candles here, or overbought and the lines are going down. So then I can catch the down run. Here, we are overbought. All the lines are going down. But the third piece I'm looking for is I want the red line to have crossed over the green line. Here we've got the black line is crossed over. So I'm looking for that double cross. I don't quite have it yet. It's a little premature. Again, I'm not interested in beating the entry. I'm interested in getting the direction. So I prefer to wait until I see everything line up. The red is just starting to peek through there. But I'm going to pass on this. Euro USD. Minors are coming down. Majors are sideways. Green's coming down. Red's going up. But based on what we saw on the full day chart, we've gone ahead and hedged last night's open trade. Overbought. Everybody's going down. I don't quite have the double cross here, so I'm going to pass. Oversold. Everybody's going up. And I do have the double cross here. Gray's on top. Green is on top. And normally what I would do is I would then jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting this. I also have good steepness on this green line. I also like that the green line is entering the channel. Thick orange is going up, giving me 1 point. Thick blue is coming down, giving me a point. The blues are inversely related. So blue coming down means buy. So I may have 2 points here. I need to have, I like to have at least 3. So without 3, I'm going to pass. Dollar Swiss franc. We've entered the channel. Everybody's going down. I've got the double cross. Red is on top. Black's on top. I don't mind that the miners have run through the channel. They're actually oversold. I care what the position of the green line is. It is less than halfway. I will consider a trade so long as the green line is less than halfway. What I don't like here is I don't like the kink in the line where we're going from more steep to less steep. This is telling me it's kind of losing gas. Steepness is a little bit greater than 45 degrees, so that's okay. Here I got thin orange going down, 2 blues going up, so 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. I have got sideways pressure or very, very weak up pressure with red on top. So this is a point. So I have enough points here to go ahead and take this trade. But because we've got news coming up to on the USD, I'm not going to take this trade. But this setup is adequate. Adequate. And what I would normally do then is confirm the setup by looking at the 2 and the 4 hour chart. I'm not going to do that here because I want to see if we can find a trade we can take. Dollar yen oversold. Minors have turned. Majors are still going down. So I don't have agreement here. I've cloned this chart and made a new chart with 6 more pairs that are non-USD. Here, euro pound oversold. Everybody's kind of sideways. Australian dollar yen overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross, so 3 points here. Green lines entered the channel. The slope on the green lines going from less steep to more steep. So I've got 3 points here. I only have 1 point here. 1 point here. The thick blue is going up, telling me sell. Thin orange is going up, telling me buy. Thick orange is horizontal, not telling me anything. So I want to have 3 points here. If I did have points here, I probably wouldn't take this trade because of the time of day in Australia and in Japan. Since we're trading off of a 1 hour chart, I am looking for the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. It's the middle of the night of both of these markets. So I want one of these being active trading. So we're going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. We just lost a double cross here on the major indicator. Slope of the line is less than 45 degrees, so I'm going to pass. I also don't like that we've got this gap between entering the channel, and I'm a little more suspect when we've got a trade where it's been hanging out multiple hours oversold. So here in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, we've been hanging out oversold. I like it when it comes up and then starts coming back down. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're approaching oversold in the market. Everybody's still going down. Pound yen, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. It has entered the channel. We're going from less steep to more steep. So I like everything here. 2 orange lines going down, so that's 2 points, telling me buy, telling me sell. Dotted blue going up, telling me sell. So 3 of the 4 telling me sell. I've got weak up pressure with red on top. Red on top gives me a point. So 1 point, 3 points, 3 points. So 7 points. I need 7 points to continue. What I want to do is take a look now and confirm the trade. And the way I confirm it is I take a look at what the position is of the major indicator on the 2 hour chart. Here we are overbought and it's going down. It doesn't have to be going down. This by itself is a good trade signal. But I just want it overbought. And the reason I want it overbought is if this signal weakens, we can get the trade off of, we'll get the trade off of the 2 hour, because if it's overbought, it will eventually start coming down. It'll just take longer to get. And here on the 4 hour, we've just touched overbought, and it has started to turn. So because of this, these two, I've got the confirmation that I'm looking for. The next thing I want to do is decide how much the trade is worth. So unlike some of the trades where we've got kind of a predetermined number of pips we're going to take, on this trade, I need to calculate it. And I am going to calculate it by looking at a full chart. And here we've got support and resistance. Since I've traded this quite a bit, I've got a chart already set up with support and resistance. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So you can see they've stopped here, 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 in here, very close here, very close here. On the downside, it stopped in here. You might even argue, you could even argue that we've got a line. Let's see here. It goes to here. So we are trading in an uptrend, a buy trend here. And we're looking at a sell trade. So when I'm taking a sell trade against the trend, I'm going to take less pips than I might normally take, because I don't want to get stuck with the trend continuing and me on the other side of it, and then ultimately getting stopped out. So I want to know how much room I have from where the current price is to where the line is. So here, we got 3.5 pips down, 18 pips up. If I take it to this line, we got 11 pips. Now, one of the things I do, one of the reasons I use these support and resistance is I want to trade within that channel. I do not want to trade through that channel because what happens is, you can see this bouncing. The bouncing is going to cause, here it bounced 1, 2, 3 times before it broke through. Since I want to get in and get out of the trade quickly, I want to avoid this bouncing. And you can see the bouncing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, before it broke and came up to here. So that's my hesitancy, whether we have enough pips. Like, as I said, I don't like to take a trade for less than 10 pips. Here we can get 11 pips if we consider this the line. Let's go back and look at the chart one more time. I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a sell for 11 pips this morning. A sell for 11 pips on the pound yen. So I'm going to open up my chart. I'm going to, if you don't have it open, you can just go to File, New Chart. You can also take it in your simulator. Since I have it open, then I'm going to go to New Order. I am going to my lot size, simple rule for figuring out your lot size is just move the decimal place over 4 spots. So that would make it 1.11, 1.11. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm going to take the 1.11. So 1.11. I'm going to put market sell. It records it. Once it records it, I am going to right click, go to modify, and we're going to take 11 pips. 11 pips is 110 points. So I just add an extra 0 here, and I click the little blue button, and it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1. So if we're taking 11 pips take profit, I'm going to put a 33 pip stop loss. So 33, add the extra 0 to convert pips to points, and click the little red button that does the math for me, and then click modify, and it drops in the stop loss and take profit. So we are taking a sell on the pound yen. So even though it's evening in Japan, it it's 5 hours difference. It's noontime in London. So we've got another 4 hours, 5 hours in the trading day there. So we've got to take profit. We took a sell, and we've got to take profit of 189.218, 189.218 with a stop loss of 189.660. 189.660. Generally, on pound yen trades, because of the variability, sometimes I will go a little bit more than the 3-to-1 because I don't want to get stopped out. I might even go to 2 support and resistances away. So say we go over here. Now, today we're not doing that, but just I'm telling you how I think. I might go up here above 189.74 because I don't want to get stopped out. We've got our stop loss at 189.660. So we're inside of this line here. I might go to the other side of this line because there's much less of a chance of it penetrating that. But as it hasn't traded up here in the last 3 days, we're kind of safe with this. There's less of a chance of us getting stopped out. But I'm just giving you another consideration as to when you're setting up your trade in terms of what to think about. I expect this trade to close within the next 3 hours, the next 1 to 3 hours. And thank you for joining me. We'll just take the one trade this morning. Again, going back to our Euro USD trade. If you took it last night and you joined late, I recommended hedging it based on when we looked at the signal, this was down, this was down, this was down, this was down. If you haven't hedged it yet, you could probably go maybe 3 pips below the current price, take a pending sell, and then go 3 pips down more and take a pending sell, and then take profit of 22 pips on both of them, and then just keep an eye on it. And when this number gets close to 0, just close them all out. I jumped the gun a little bit and took 2 market trades here to hedge and price average out. So what's going to happen is these 2 are moving twice as fast as this one. So it'll only take half the distance for these 2 trades to equal this trade. And when they are all equal, I can just close it out and be done with it and just look for another opportunity to trade. So my goal is I don't want to get stuck in a trade that leaves me in a hole that I've got to work out of. This way, I'm going to just zero it out and go on to the next thing. All right, gang, thanks so much for joining me. It's always an honor to have you here. If you want to learn how to trade, I have found the best way to learn anything is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. And that's exactly what we do. And if you want to talk about it, the best way to get a hold of me is just to schedule an appointment. So you'll have some dedicated time with me, and you can schedule an appointment at forexsmarttrade.com, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. And then we can talk about what you're trying to accomplish and how we might be able to help you do that. Thanks so much. Have a look for my trade this afternoon, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.